Actually, it looks like Sylvia might be able to run straight south and get those that defeated ninja group. Okay, so now we have clerics in the front row, and in the back row, those are fairies. And as you can see, fairies do this kiss thing, which boosts. It's supposed to boost the other unit's attack, I think, which is a pretty terrible ability. And you can see they only have 73 health, even though they're not exactly low level. But fairies themselves are one of the worst units in the game. And there's the cleric attack, which is that Ankh attack, which I believe is white magic, but I'm not 100% sure. You can even see I'm hitting them pretty hard. So this shouldn't be too hard to take out. Yeah, fairies, once they get enough levels, they can promote into alright, well, actually pretty good units towards the very end. They promote into pixies on their first promotion, which just do 2 kisses, which is still pretty terrible. But sylphs at the very end do a great group-wide attack. But I don't really need them. I can get angels to do a group-wide attack, and angels aren't terrible early on. I got dragon ring; those are pretty good, I think. I'm going to quickly move across here. Hopefully, Yuki doesn't encounter too many enemies. But anyway, I can get angels to do a wide attack at their very highest promotion. So I think I'll try to choose to do that. I've had pixies that I've promoted and have become extremely powerful, but it's just not a route I really like to go too much. So I'm going to need to get a lot of attacks together to take out that Amazon. I think I might have enough, but it wouldn't shock me if I leave her alive. Okay, that did it. Alright, good deal. And my Hawkman leveled up as well. Let's see how he's doing right now. Oops. So he is gaining just a little bit of alignment. How are these guys doing? They're gaining a lot of charisma, not much on alignment, which is actually kind of what I want. You don't want Beastmen to get too high of alignment. Because they won't. They also have a window of like mid-range alignment to promote into. Now this will be kind of interesting. Ninjas don't withstand physical attacks quite as well. So if I get pretty powerful starlights, which I don't know, may or may not happen, I could possibly take these guys out. That's not really what I hoped for. So I think I'll leave at least one, if not all of these guys alive. But this is completely winnable, at least the battle. So that'll be good. Actually, are my tactics set to strong? I gotta make sure they are. I want them set to strong. Oh, they're not. I want them set to strong since I have that princess. So I can focus on getting the whole group eliminated at once. Alright, so I didn't kill any, but my Beastmen got another level, and that's going to help them out. And there's that Cleric and Pixie group. I'm going to see if I can eliminate them. Fairy group, I mean, not Pixie. In fact, if I get these clerics eliminated in the first round, I'll just be able to cut through everything. Because those pixies can't attack, they just have that kiss ability. I mean, that ability, titled Kiss, they're not particularly kissable. Alright, I guess we'll have to wait another round. Alright, so I'm going to speed through that. And there's one fairy left. Alright, I'm going to pause my recording and be right... Or save my recording and be right back. Alright, and we're back. Now let me see if I can maneuver around and take out these two units just to clean them up. Looks like Yuki's getting a little attention from this guy. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the one with my low level griffin. Actually, you know what? On second thought, I think I'm going to take Sylvia's unit over here a little bit. She won't get as many heals, but I'm going to see if I can get that griffin a level or two. And I'm going to start bringing Andrew, and there's a hidden city here which I'm going to liberate. Okay, I guess. Okay, yeah. For a second there, I thought I was just sitting on this temple that I liberated and didn't move afterwards. Okay, great. Emperor card. My favorite. Keep that. Guess be taking on Deneb soon. Because remember that, as bad as she may be, a life should not be easily taken. So that is actually also foreshadowing a little something to come at the end of the level. So, Yuki's gotta fight? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna fast forward that, because that'll be trivial. So here's another Yuki fight. Now this will be a little more interesting. Now the Griffin only just made level 3, but my two wizards are pretty darn good. In fact, I'm gonna make sure I am set on strong, because I want to be sure I take all these guys out. Even without a princess, this shouldn't be too much of a problem in theory. Just get the right magic in. I might have actually... No, I should still have 2 more wizard attacks, I think. 1 for each. I'll just have to not miss, which is not always the easiest thing to do. Alright, 1 down. And 2 down. Awesome. Got some levels there. That was good low alignment fight for my wizards. So they don't... Well, Warren, I don't want Warren to drop too badly. Rory looks like he's holding steady. So now I'm going to move Yuki and get this other treasure that I secretly happen to know is right here. And I don't know what these guys are doing down here. I'm going to start bringing units in to get close to the base, so they should be drawn to them a little bit. I'm going to liberate here, and I'm going to bring Kate in a little bit. I'm going to move Kate down to here just to be sure that I can contain these guys, but they're taking kind of a funny route. I guess it's not such a big deal to me, but maybe Kate will fight them off, and then my other princess Sylvia can clean them up. I don't think I have space for a strength card. Okay, I do not. That's alright. Strength isn't that great. For about Deneb, she's a beautiful young witch. This Valpyrean castle is full of men that were bewitched by her beauty, but she's as smart as she is beautiful, and she's researching a new kind of magic. So I'm here. I'm going to start buying some items, because I am out of quite a few of them. So I'm going to buy about 21 cures. I think I'll go with 31 heals. And we'll go with 15 revives. That should hold me off for quite a long time. Oops, I don't want anything else. I should be pretty darn good as far as items go for quite some time. So we've Lena down. Sylvia's done moving. I found this city, and I'm going to liberate it. And somebody went for Yuki, which is kind of interesting. Okay, this group. Well, let's just see what happens, I guess. That first Petrify is a good. Good that it missed, because those wizard attacks are basically all that I have to make or break the fight, so at least Warren will get at least one attack in, which is fantastic. He saw 34 damage, which will probably be the most damage any one attack does this fight. So let's see what happens with the second Petrify. Oh, that one hit. Hit my my Griffin, because I think they're set on strong, and that was my strongest character. Which is a good strategy, because since that Petrify damages, it's good to have it set on strong, because it's more likely if it hits one guy, and they get petrified. You know, there's a good chance there'll be someone in the back row who hasn't been touched yet, and that'll petrify him, and then that'll do damage, and it might knock somebody else up into the status of highest health, and then the Petrify can hit another character. So I liberated this one. I should have used a tarot card of some kind, because now I'm going to draw another one and I won't have space for it. Judgment card, I kind of would like it, actually. Let me see what I can ditch. Judgment's a nice white magic. I'll ditch a moon. Yeah, I can do that. Deneb wasn't always a crony of the Empire. Why'd she join them? The Empire promised her magic access to all the books of magic that if she'd help them, and you know how important research is to Deneb. So yeah, she's actually kind of a neat character. I'm gonna move Sylvia back up a little bit, because I don't want to knock guys directly back into the base. Now you can see this wizard is starting to reverse course here, which I think is kind of interesting. This unit here has that Griffin, which is a high sky, so he's not really gonna. I don't want him to blow past me, because that could easily cause me a lot of problems. I'm gonna use one of my tarot cards. In fact, I'm gonna use a Hermit card. I think. I don't think any of these guys are particularly good with lightning, so we'll send a little their way. Oh, that did almost nothing. Oh, that is disappointing right there. At least the first Petrify missed, so hopefully some of these starlights can deal enough damage for me to win this fight, because this is kind of not a great start. That was pretty good. It was probably about 50 damage. And that one will hit, but it was just the Hawkman, who is not all that great in the back row, to be honest. So I think I'm looking at more than enough damage to win this one. Maybe even a kill on that front row wild man, possibly. Yep. All right, great. So this fight is actually turning out quite well. I barely had any net damage, even with the Petrify, because all the heals. So now he has knocked into Yuki, and Yuki handled this guy pretty well the first time. I think, especially with the elimination of one guy. That did hit Warren, though. That was my best attacker. Now, the question is, I think these guys are set to strong, but I want to double check just to make sure. Yes. Okay. So we'll just go with it. Even if that other Petrify hits, losing this fight would not be the worst possible outcome, really. This is not such a bad fight to lose. Yeah, and he's got the other one. That's pretty solid. So you can see that Cockatrice in the back row has pretty much messed me up. So I'm going to lose this pretty shortly here. Yeah. Well, it's well done on his part. But first off, He actually helped me a little bit because that will knock me almost directly into the buried treasure. And I got an elder. I think that's a charm or necklace or something. But those are good. I'm gonna run Yuki back to take out this unit. Since Yuki's got a healer, that should be kind of a, I want to say a foregone conclusion, but pretty sure win, at least in the long run. Let's see if I can run Sylvia, sweep Sylvia across here so Andrew doesn't have to fight any high alignment units because I don't want his alignment to drop. In fact, I'm going to bring Kate in as well. And I don't think these units are getting anywhere special, so I'll just let them run around on there. I don't really care. And it's the 2 cleric and 2 fairy group. She's probably the worst unit assembly I've seen in a very long time. Those did hit pretty well, but I hit better. I think day's starting to break, so day versus night can actually affect how your units attack, because high alignment units attack better at night. Okay, so that cleric's down. And I'll be pretty much picking on this one for the most part. 1 damage. Or 1 health. I don't like seeing that. I like seeing them eliminated. But I do get 2 more Beastman attacks, and that one missed. At least we got that cleric out. And we got more levels up, which is great. I just love seeing those levels. So I'm going to run Sylvia straight down. And oh, there's Kate. Hopefully Sylvia can intercept those last 2 fairies. They are low sky, so they will not be the easiest to intercept, but we'll try it. Hopefully I can see my fighters get a few kills here. I would very much like to make them ninjas. This map, it's pretty much the whole point of leaving them in. The whole reason I left them in was so that I could make them ninjas immediately. Immediately being through the course of this one map. And I didn't want that Hawkman to get a kill, but hopefully his charisma doesn't go lower. He's got pretty low charisma as it is. In fact, I think that Hawkman's charisma is keeping him from being promoted right now. So we're still in the second round of attacks since those ninjas are still attacking. So I will at least get 2 attacks here with my fighters. No, 1 attack with my other fighter. And he missed. Well, isn't that great? I really wanted those fighters to get kills because I need their alignment to go down to become ninjas. But it did not happen. I'm going to sweep her across here really quickly. I don't think any of those other units can really catch up. So there's Yuki. Yuki's going to hopefully eliminate these guys. I think we got enough attacks, but that Petrify is going to play a big role in whether or not I eliminate this group or not. And it missed. Okay, great. So I'm going to get some very good attacks in here. In fact, my Griffin will almost have enough to kill everybody by themselves. So even if the next Petrify hits, in theory between the Griffin and a Wizard, I should have enough to take him out. And it hit Warren, which is not so bad because Warren's a little lower alignment. So I'd like him to get levels without getting kills right now. And my one last bolt is going to determine how successful this fight is. And it hit. Excellent. Perfect. And Rory got a level. Right, I'm going to pause here and save this recording, and I will be back in just a second. Alright, and we're back, and I'm going to take Yuki over here to help clean up, and just in case anything gets by. Oh, that looks like those two fairies are gonna skip Sylvia. Let's just see. No, they made it past. So now all these units are coming back up and around to face Sylvia and Kate. I don't think any of these have been attacked yet. They have not. Okay. So I'm going to give Sylvia first go. And then I'll just move Kate back a little bit. Alright, there we go. So Sylvia, this will probably be the ninjas. Yes, it is. So the Starlights alone should be able to take care of this one. We'll just see how much damage it gets in. Looks like that'll be it. Alright, done. Kate levels. Okay. And I've got Lena way back up there. Alright, so this will be a good fight. Got a lot of his single attacks to focus on that dragon. So I think I could possibly take the dragon out this fight. So that is our first round, and if I get that Starlight in soon, I might be able to take out that wizard as well. Yeah, 40 damage, that should be enough. Oh, except I got a miss there. Didn't want to see that. So just one more hit, and there it goes. Alright. Let me see if I can pull Kate back. It would be nice to get Andrew 1 or 2 fights in.